Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise, episode 105. We are starting today's episode with a player lock game with Johnny Schaefer. After his phenomenal 5-for-5 game at the end of last episode, he has really emerged this season as one of the best up-and-coming players in all of baseball. And we get this episode underway against a player we've talked a lot about in this series. It's Zach Gallen of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We've built up a bit of a rivalry against him, and Gallen gets Schaefer to go around on the check swing for strike 3. As we move on to the 5th inning, it's 2-0 Arizona. Schaefer taps it up the middle. Carlos Correa makes the play dugout at first. Gallen keeps the Rockies scoreless, but also, he's kept them hitless. He has a perfect game through 7 2/3. Johnny Schaefer, trying to break up the perfect game, bottom of the 8th inning, chases the circle change. Strike 3, and Gallen will take a perfect game into the 9th inning. At this point, I wasn't too worried about the player lock portion of this game, and I'm able to just play it normally by going into the substitution menu, and suddenly I have full control of the entire team. I love how flexible that feature is. 4-0 Arizona, and we're going bottom 9. There have only been 23 perfect games in MLB history, and they've been playing this game forever. Thousands of games every year. 23 perfect games, and Zach Gallen's trying to get 24. Strike 1 on Ty France. 1-1. That's low. With the count even. That's away, ball 3. It was close. Full count to Ty France. And he takes ball 4. The perfect game is broken up. And now Zach Gallen focuses on the no-hitter, which he was a part of one against us a year ago. He pitched 8 of the 9 no-hit innings. Fly ball right field from Xavier Edwards. Routine play, 1 down. We bring Zach Veen off the bench. He's hitting .264 this season. We bring in the lefty. And Gallen has this count go full. Pitch count at 101. And that is his second walk of the night. 2 on now for the Rockies, and we're back to the top of the order. It's Brandon Nimmo. He's competed for batting titles in this series, and he gets ahead 2-1. And there's a drive! No hitter, no more! And the Rockies make this a game in the 9th inning. A 3-run homer for Brandon Nimmo. Absolutely crushed it, 460 plus. He's dropped the average a little bit this year, but he is way up in terms of his home runs. And we went from having a potential perfect game to now it's just a regular old 1-run game in the 9th inning, and Zach Gallen's day is done. He is not making history against us. They'll bring in Chris Davinsky. Base is empty now, 1 down. Here's Brian Reynolds. And there's a ground ball, skipping past Correa into left base hit. And the tying run is on for Colorado, and they'll bring Trey Turner off the bench. Still nursing a minor knee injury, but he's there at first base, takes off for second. Strike 3 looking, and safe at second, just barely. Trey Turner into scoring position with 2 down, and this is Rafael Devers. Who else would you want up? There's a drive out to right center field. This one's backhand off the wall. Turner scores easily, and Devers is into second as this game is tied. What a 9th inning rally for the Rockies. Even staring into the face of a potential perfect game, this team doesn't blink. And they're not going to face Josh Bell. They'll walk him to get to Johnny Schaefer. Is that the right call? Take your pick when it comes to the middle of this order. That's to the backstop. Devers up to third. Save! A hit wins the game. 3-1. Ball 4 missing away. The bases are loaded. And now it's all up to Ty France, and he will face Alex Young. He's a reliever I never enjoy facing. That's off the plate. 3-1. Nowhere to put him. Out in front, there's strike 2. And now, the payoff pitch. And he chased it inside, popping it up into left field. And Max Kepler makes the catch, and this game is going to extra innings. Ball 4 was right there. But now Jose Alvarado enters, facing Max Kepler, and he's way out in front. 3-2. Got him with the curveball. Alvarado gets a big strikeout. There's 1. That's a cutter inside. Yu Chang falls behind. 0-2. Fouled off. Try it again. Chopper. Alvarado wanted to make the play at third, and that was not the right call, and Chang is safe at first. And there's only 1 down. With that, a squeeze play called. Rojas bunts home the run. Yeah, I screwed that up. I tried to pump fake there going to 3. Wanted to get back to first, and it didn't work out. We had something similar play out last episode, and it did. Line drive center field from Edwards, and that's caught. No tag. 1 away. We have Austin Martin in the game. And he goes outside for 1, poke to right, and that's too shallow. 2 away. So we're back to the top of the order. We're not here in the 10th inning without Brandon Nimmo. And now he's got a chance. Fly it into center. Back a few steps. And the catch made by Marte. The Diamondbacks win it after all. That was a tough one. A real roller coaster ride of a game. And then swinging at ball 4. Not getting that second out when I should have in the 10th inning. That one stung for sure. Best part about baseball is you can try to put these games behind you real quick. But that was one that we should have been able to win, even though they were so close to a perfect game. Game 2 also goes down to the wire. 4 apiece here, bottom 9. Back up the middle. Correa has an issue with it here as he's shifted over and Devers reaches. It's an E6. We bring in Trey Turner. They kind of have an idea of what the game plan is. 2-2 to Bell. Turner takes off, and they got him at second base. What a throw. Payoff pitch here to Bell. Backs him off the plate. We could have had 2 on, nobody down, perhaps. We'll pinch run Austin Martin now. This is Zach Veen hitting 5th. Chopped, and Martin will get to second. 2 down. It takes a hit, and here's Dom Nunez. Inside, Davinsky, 3-1, walks Nunez. 2 aboard for Colorado, and Xavier Edwards. Full count on him. Runners can leave early. That misses ball 4. The bases are loaded, and they'll make a pitching change. Yohan Lopez comes in. He's put together a nice season. He's had some save opportunities. They just want him to extend this game. Ryan Valade looks at a strike at the knees. 2-1, and that's in there. 2-2 to Valade. And he chases the slider low, and Lopez forces us to go to extras once again. We had a couple players on the bench. But with Bell out of the game, Valade is the only player that can really play first base, and that's why he had to have that at-bat. In the 10th, base hit center field, but they're not able to score from second base. You have runners at the corners now with nobody out. Infield in. Merrifield waves at it. We go 3-2, and it's chopped weakly. Runner stays put. 4-6-3 double play. Started by Xavier Edwards. 2 down, runner at third. Rojas grounds it to the right side. And we don't allow the 5th run this time. Nice job getting out of that jam. Got lucky they didn't have a faster runner there at second base to start the inning. Now we go bottom 10. We have a couple players on the bench. The issue here is we've already exhausted the bullpen. So if I pinch hit here, I have to be prepared to play a starting pitcher in the 11th if we don't score. Playing a position player obviously gets us a better chance to not need the 11th inning, but I decided I would try to bunt over the runner. And that never happened. So that didn't work either. We go to Brandon Nimmo, 1 down. Ground ball third base. Wonderful. 2 down, we have to get a hit. It's the only way. Reynolds, chop foul. He falls to a 2-2. Jammed over to Correa. He'll retreat into the outfield and put it away. We head into the 11th, giving Taylor Rogers a 2nd inning. I'm not sure how the entire bullpen was already used in this game. There's a fly ball to center. They have a little speed there at second base, and that will move the runner into third base. Carlos Correa, I'd just rather walk him than pitch at him with a lefty. Let's go to Max Kepler. They put on the squeeze play, and this time Kepler comes up empty, and we get Rojas at the plate. 2 down. Kepler fly ball. Carrying. Nimmo gets there to put it away. 2 shutout innings for Taylor Rogers in extras. And now trying to win this game. Lopez stays in for his 2nd inning. Line to center by Turner. That one's caught, no tag. Austin Martin to follow. Strikes out on the changeup. Big pitches here in extra innings. Zach Veen next. Ground ball second base. And we need 12. Can Taylor Rogers really throw a 3rd inning? He's usually just a 1-inning closer. Yu Chang at the plate, full count. We faced him a lot. He makes you work for the out. Fouling off a lot of pitches out of the zone. And then he gets a hold of 1. Out to left, it's gone. And that ball stayed down. He just made really good contact, and that's his 18th of the season. 2-run lead for Arizona. And I thought maybe we can keep Rogers out there. Well, that's into center. It's a 2-run game. I have to try and win this. So I have to put in Yanni Chirinos. Then I'm wondering, should I have pinch hit instead of trying to bunt with Rogers and just brought in Chirinos earlier? He gets a strikeout. We want to keep it a 2-run game, of course. Whit Merrifield out in front. Soft roller to third. And we'll go bottom of the 12th with the game within reach. And we'll bring Johnny Schaefer off the bench. They brought in Alex Young. So you know I want that platoon advantage with Schaefer. 0-1. Pops up the curveball. And that's a big first out for Alex Young. Xavier Edwards next. He gets the curveball launched to right. This one's deep and out of reach. A late break on the way to third, but Edwards gets into second, and we have the tying run, potentially a base hit away. Ryan Valade looks at a curveball away, 2-0, and that's off the plate. 3-0. Comes back with the cutter, gets strike 1. Check swing, but he went around. That could have been ball 4. 3-2. Strike 3 on the curveball. Swung through it. 2 down. And now it's all up to David Geronimo. Hitting .236 on the season. 24 home runs. That's off the plate. And he's able to get ahead. 2-0. That's a chopper to third. Nice play. And the game is over. Arizona takes this one in extra innings. Just a really tough way to start this series here against the Diamondbacks, having two games that I just felt we should have won. This is just really frustrating to lose games like this. And I know, like, my management here is going to get picked apart, as it should, because I didn't win either of these games and screwed so much up. But leave your thoughts below. I am trying to get better at this. We just get critical situation every time against the Diamondbacks. Game 3, it's a 4-3 ball game. Taylor Rogers is pitching the very next day. Nowhere near full rest, but he strikes out Mike Moustakas. 3-1 to Josh Rojas. That's hammered to right field. Hit well. Off the wall. He barely missed tying the game. Rojas to second. And that ball was scorched. Rogers is not at 100%. Nobody in the bullpen is. This has been a rough series for the pen. 1-1 to Van Meter. There's a sinker low that gets him to chase. 1-2. Got him looking. 2 down. One more. And it's going to be Kevin Made, the rookie. Low. Taken, ball 1. 2-1. That's low. Good eye here for Made. 3-1. Chopper. Rogers makes the play, and the Rockies win game 3. So we didn't have the theatrics here at the end of this game, and shockingly, Rogers is able to get the save. But that Rojas hit had me nervous. I didn't know what this episode was even going to contain when I began recording, but with how much drama and time there was in this series, let's just play game 4. There's been non-stop action here against the Diamondbacks, so we're trying to earn the split, and I'd love a chance to pitch here again with Ethan Small. And I think that he has adapted to this new role well. That's line to left. What a catch by Geronimo! That might be the best defensive play he's ever made. Whit Merrifield looked to have at least a single, and Geronimo shows that he can make some plays out there in left. But for Ethan Small, he's just become a really solid 5th starter. He really doesn't have the stamina to go deep into games. He doesn't get a ton of strikeouts either, but I do think that as a 5th starter, he's doing the job quite well. Keeps the ball in the yard, gets you like 5 innings every time, and that's what you're looking for. On the mound for Arizona, J.B. Bukauskas facing Brandon Nimmo as he hooks this one into right, and that's going to the wall. Extra bases to lead off. Nimmo's in with a double. 2 batters later, this is David Geronimo, and that is getting away from Caratini. Nimmo to third in safely. Got to be careful there trying to get to third base. 1-2, Geronimo strikes out on the slider, 2 away. And that's going to bring up Rafael Devers, who is hitting .336, and that hits him. So he's on first. We get to Josh Bell. He's hitting .302. Chopped over the head of Bukauskas, base hit. And we're on the board here in the first inning. Big 2-out hit for Josh Bell. That brings up Johnny Schaefer. Lined into left, down for a hit. Devers turns the corner and turns back. They would have had him by a mile. We load the bases for Ty France. And Bukauskas is in trouble. 3-0. He walks in a run. 2 in the first for Colorado, and the bases are still loaded. Trey Turner is now recovered from the injury. Chopped to short. Correa gets the out at second. But we get a nice start here in the 4th game. Handing off the lead to Ethan Small. Caratini. Tough play for Devers from the grass. Got him in time. Nice throw. Christian Robinson trying to put down the bunt. Bare hand play. What a job by Devers defensively on back-to-back plays. Bottom of the second. Here's Nimmo again. And he gets a hold of one. Out to center. Back goes Marte. That ball's gone. Brandon Nimmo hits number 17 on the season. And the Rockies make it 3-0. After him, it's Brian Reynolds. And that's going to the gap in left center. Long run to go and get it. Reynolds to second. He turns the corner. And he is in with the triple. Rockies hitting the ball hard today. Here's Devers. Chopper to second. Takes a nasty hop into right field. The run scores. 2-out hit for the Rockies again. And the Diamondbacks thinking about how they want to manage this game here. Bukauskas having his struggles. He's at the plate here. They want to keep him in the game. And Small sends him back to the dugout. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day. And 2 down for Merrifield on a pitch under the zone. Merrifield reaches. Marte next with a full count. And Small misses with the curveball. Now Carlos Correa, 2-1. Line the other way. They won't test loading the bases with 2 down. We've had 2-out hits. And Mike Moustakas is not able to get what the Diamondbacks were looking for as he flies out to right and Small gets out of trouble. JB Bukauskas trying to get through the 4th here, and he has 2 away. Rafael Devers, 2-2. Trying to fight off these changeups. Count goes full. And there's a drive to left field. Going all the way back. Roman Quinn can't get to it. It's gone. Rafael Devers, number 26 to lead the team. Muscling out some impressive home runs in this episode. The Rockies take a 5-0 lead. The Diamondbacks turn to Ryan Yarbrough, and that one's blasted to left. Josh Bell, goodbye. Josh Bell hits his 20th of the season. The Rockies go up 6-0, 5 of those runs occurring with 2 outs. There's a drive for Arizona, trying to finally get on the board, but Roman Quinn just missed. He played a big role for them in this series. Yarbrough not able to bunt him over. He's still at second base. Back to the top with Merrifield. Ground ball to second, but an issue with it. And Ty France is charged with the error. Runners at the corners for Marte. And now getting into scoring position. Second and third for Marte. He chops it to third, and we'll just make the smart decision as Arizona gets on the board. Carlos Correa trying to continue the inning. Chopped. The tag is there, and the Rockies stay up 5. The big difference in this game is what each team did with 2 outs, because the opportunities were there on both sides. Small pitching into the 6th as that one is out to left. Hit well, but Geronimo gets to it. This is kind of his limit. This was actually pushing it a bit far. On his 81st pitch, caught in center, and Small completes 6 innings of 1-run ball. 5-run game. Yarbrough trying to get them through these middle innings as Nimmo hits one into right. That happened a bunch in this episode, and it kept recording those as hits. And then knocked down at third base. Reynolds hustling, safe at first. This is how you run up the hit counter. 2 on. Devers through the right side. Bases loaded with 1 down. Josh Bell is 3 for 3. And he lines one the other way. His 4th hit scores a run. 7-1 Rockies. Still 1 down. In the air to right. And we'll look to tag on that. The throw is up the line. We get run number 8. Second and third, or rather first and second for France. as this ball is dumped down the right field line for a hit. France on his way to second as we pad the lead even further. 9-1, and then Turner practicing his golf swing, base hit center field. We score 2 more. 11-1. Arizona just can't get out. This got pretty close to being a position player game once again. But we give Lucas Sims some innings here. He does get Kepler on a chopper. In the 8th inning now, runner at first. And Christian Robinson gets a hold of one. And he hits a home run to left to make this an 8-run game. He's one of those players to keep an eye on here. He's 23 years old, 83 overall with A potential. And he's having a good year development-wise. In the 9th inning, looking for his 3rd inning, Lucas Sims strikes out Whit Merrifield. And because Lucas Sims pitched 3 innings, he gets the save, even though the lead was mountainous here in Denver. The Rockies win the game. They take the last 2 and split the series. Still a little disappointed by how this series began. Ethan Small, by the way, ended up with a 6-inning outing. He had 1 strikeout. And if you remember who it was, he struck out Bukauskas. So he didn't strike out a single position player. Now we end up facing the Diamondbacks the following week. We win the first game, and now it's the 9th. First and second, nobody out. Kevin made 6-4-3 double play. 2 huge outs, leaving the game up to Whit Merrifield. Fly to right, in comes Nimmo, and we sweep a little 2-game series in the desert. So overall, the Rockies go 4-2 against the Diamondbacks in this episode. Ethan Small gets the win again. And the Rockies are still in first place, but only by a half game. It's still a very tight NL West race. I imagine it will be. And I don't think it could be any more fitting than this division being decided at the end of the season, as we'll face the Dodgers last 3 games of the year in Colorado. We're not there yet, however. Still a couple of months of baseball to get through. We're at 70 wins. We are closing in on the September call-ups milestone and have to think about some contract extensions for players like Rafael Devers. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I bet it was pretty frustrating in the first half, but second half a lot more fun. Thank you all for watching and supporting this series. It's a lot of fun putting these episodes together. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.